Hey everybody. Now I'm going to do kind of like a run through of sort of the story of Ninjago Shadow of Ronin. Now I'm not going to probably get everything perfect because I kind of skipped through to get to the story parts. Maybe during the gameplays I missed a few things, but I mean I think I have most of the story down. Now, I might miss a few things too as well, and I might not have remembered like little specific things maybe, but I think I'm going to mainly cover the main parts that I remember of the game's story. And so if I did forget anything, if I am about to forget anything, I'm sorry. I'm gonna try mentioning of what I remember, but I'm gonna kind of run through the story here. If you don't want to, if you just kind of want to listen here, I'm just gonna kind of talk here and talk about what I remember. And if you don't want to sit and watch the gameplays, but I still do recommend watching the gameplays instead of listening to me talk, because it just explains it much better, and it's just go watch the gameplays and all of that stuff, and you'll understand it much more. Okay, so in the beginning, it just kind of like it's the ninja, and it's like Titanium Zane, it's all the tournament sort of stuff. They're in Chen's Island, and they're kind of running through, beating up Anacondri warriors and all. They're trying to get to Chen's staff, but then eventually it just ends up being them telling stories of what they were trying to do at Chen's Island. So, and then they were just kind of in this dojo area. It's like this whole other dojo area that is not kind of in the show of Ninjago, and I don't know if it will be, but right now it is not. So it's just kind of like a dojo sort of area for the game, and Sensei, he's kind of in his he's in another suit, I think, and he's, they're just kind of like in this this dojo sort of area, and they're just talking about their stories from being on Chen's Island. They're done from the Tournament of Elements and all of that stuff, so that's kind of after the tournament. Lloyd is no longer there with them. Well, I mean, he's still a ninja and all, but he's kind of taken his own time because of Garmadon's sacrifice. And, yeah, so Garmadon's not in this game, the story, and I didn't see him in the story, so he was not there in the main story of it, but Dareth is in this game as well, and Nia, of course, but Dareth is in it, and Dareth apparently brings out his new students, and his new students are apparently more grown. They're adult students. They're not like children like he's had. So, but of course it seemed odd because all the students seemed to know fighting skills pretty quickly, and it turned out they were bad. They were the bad guys, apparently. Apparently, they were working for a guy named Ronin. After that, they kind of attacked the ninja right at that time, and then they come face to face with this character named Ronin. Now, eventually, they start to chase after Ronin because, well, he attacked them. So, and he kind of attacked the dojo. He blew up the dojo, sort of. And so they went after him. But eventually, they kept going after him, and then Ronin got to them. The ninja thought they kind of had him, they took his armor off with creating a big magnet, and they thought they had him. But behind his back, Ronin had a obsidian glaive, and he kind of threw it around the ninja, behind the ninja, and it kind of put out this purple smoke sort of stuff. And this is the thing that will take the ninja's memories. Once he obtains the glaive back, once he's done spinning it around the ninja, he kind of pulls this dark purple smoke stuff, and that's apparently meant to be the ninja's memories. And yeah, so, and then that happens, and then they don't remember. All they remember is Samukai taking Nia. So they're way back, and they don't remember the past years now fighting the snakes, stone warriors, ninjroids. They don't remember any of that. So Sensei and Wu and Nia obviously remember, and they start to go on a journey to obtain other obsidian weapons, because when they get the obsidian weapons, they will remember. So now I don't remember the specific places, but I know Sensei he brought the ninja to a Praetorian prison. I don't remember how to say it, but the prison that was in episode 43. They brought him there to meet a guy who knew about where to find these obsidian weapons. And he gave him a map. And this map led them to, well, the map led them to somewhere, I think, in the toxic bogs, where they ate like a berry sort of thing. And once they had that, they could figure out where these obsidian weapons were. And once they figured out where these weapons were, they started to go on their journeys and to find these obsidian weapons. And on the way and all that, they had to face basically some of their old enemies, apparently, such as the snakes and ninjroids, because Ronin is able to take people's memories and add new ones in. So if he takes your memory, he can put a new memory in. So that's what he did with the snakes, because the snakes made peace with the ninja and Ninjago. But of course they started to attack again, because then they started working for Ronin. But again, they were now attacking, and they didn't kind of help out that well. They just got in the way, but the ninja eventually made it to the weapons. They started to get their memories back and all. They got the obsidian weapons. It's kind of got like a blackish, like obsidian. If you've seen obsidian, it's kind of got that shade to it. But it's like sort of like their old weapons. Besides Zane, he got like he didn't get nunchucks. He didn't get shurikens. He didn't get shurikens. Jay got nunchucks. Kai got his fire sword, but it was obsidian fire sword looking thing. And then Cole got his weapon as well. So yeah, so that's what they did there. And they got their memories back and all that. I mean, I don't remember, honestly. I don't remember the little journeys and places they went to obtain these weapons. I mean, I know that they just went around, and in Ninjago City, they also had to help Cyrus Borg, because the Ninjroids were back and attacking. And that was not too well, of course. But once they all got their weapons, Ronin, after Jay got his weapon, I think, Ronin came in with this new source of power. Now, I think these are called forges, and they were apparently able to activate if you got all like four. I think there was like 4 of them, and if you got all of these, it was able to like activate them in something that is able to open some portal sort of thing. Now, also, when Zane got his memory back, he remembered that Ronin had brought him to Chen's Island. So there's a little explanation there of what I did in another video, that Ronin did bring Zane to Chen's Island, because apparently Ronin was helping Chen. But okay, so he has these forges, and these forges apparently are able to bring this portal thing. And now I don't remember specifically what Ronin was trying to do. The explanation was that he was he wanted to be rich. Ronin wanted to be rich. It's such a simple plan. I mean, his plan was just to be rich. I don't know what to be rich from, but what I got from it was he just wanted to be rich. And he didn't really care what he was doing to Ninjago. He didn't care what he was doing to people. He just wanted his money, and he wanted to be rich. So he just wanted money. That's all he wanted. So it makes me wonder, will he be bad next season, of course, because it didn't seem like he died at the end. But no, he didn't die. He escaped. Okay, but okay, so the forges, the ninja try to eventually, since he figures out what this is that Ronin used against them at the first place, and then he figures out it was the forges, and then he has Dareth, Jay, and Zane. I don't remember the teams that they split them up into, but I know Dareth was there and Zane was there, and I think it was Jay. And they went to get like the ice forge or something. I don't remember. I don't remember specifics of the forges or anything like that, but I do know they went on like little missions. They split up, and they both got them, but then they met up at the ice sort of area, for like Zane, I think. And when they were there, Ronin decided to attack, and they had 2 forges, which means Ronin was down 2 forges, so he needed all 4 of them to activate this thing. I don't remember the name of the thing, so I think it had some specific name. Again, I said I don't remember specifics. Again, go watch the gameplays to know exactly what I'm talking about. Again, I'm sorry, I don't know the little specific details, but he didn't have all of them to activate his plan, to activate the thing for his plan. So he attacks, and eventually he succeeds, and he steals it from the ninja. So he surprise attacked them, and he got the last 2 forges he needed from the ninja, so then he had all 4, and then he had them all, and that is what he needed. But then, I don't know if I'm missing anything huge here. Again, I'm sorry if I am, but I'm just kind of remember the big main parts that I'm remembering here. And I don't know how much Ronin had to do with Chen, but I know they went to Chen's island to do some stuff and all of that. And previously also they had to deal with the Nindroid's power sources and all that stuff. But again, watch the gameplays, it'll make much more sense. And then Ronin, with these 4 forges, he is able to open this big portal. Now, I don't remember what the portal was supposed to do. He was supposed to get rich from doing it. Again, it might have been explained, I don't remember. But he opens the portal up, and just kind of like I don't remember what he was actually planning to do with the portal. But in this portal, the ninja obviously stopped him. They closed it by destroying one of the forges, which means it began to close. And at the bottom of the portal, it had the big green glowing hand. It looked like some giant hand. I don't know if it was really giant or not. I honestly don't know. But it was a glowing hand just kind of reaching out from somewhere. And Ronin sort of seemed scared, like not that again or not him again. And it was just sort of a teaser, because I think the story ended after this. And it was like a little teaser. And the creator, one of the creators, the designers that I made in my last video, he also mentioned that, he kind of didn't, he did not say it wasn't a ghost. And while some people were asking if it was a ghost, he didn't deny it. So we are thinking that is a ghost, and we don't know where the ghosts are coming from. Again, we think it's from the cursed realm, and heck, this portal might have been to a cursed realm. I don't really know. I don't remember that much, but I do know the ninja destroyed the thing holding the 4 forges, and then they kind of got shot right back up right before the portal closed, and they succeeded and they won. But Ronin did escape in his Ronin Rex. The Ronin Rex set is also to come out in the summer 2015 wave, so that means that maybe that vehicle will also be in the show. We don't know that yet. Probably, but maybe not. We don't know. Probably. But, Ronin just kind of wanted money. We don't know what he wanted money from, who was going to give him money. It seemed like at first he was to be working for Chen, but I don't know if that was officially really confirmed. He kind of seemed like he was on his own, but he obviously wanted money from someone. So from doing that with the portal and all that, he wanted to be rich. He wanted money. So That was Ronin's main thing he wanted. That's all he wanted. It seemed like that's all he wanted. He also helped Chen with bringing Zane to Chen's Island for the Tournament of Elements. So this is taking place between episode 10 and 11. Technically, episode 44 and 45. 10 and 11 of the season. But episode 44 and 45. It's happening right between then. So, again, I am sorry if I missed anything that would have been quite important of this. Again, I'm saying this again. Go watch the gameplays because it would make much, much more sense to just watch the gameplays instead of take what I just said, because I left a lot of details out and I know that, but I'm just kind of running through it here of what I remember. But the Shadow of Ronin's story is just kind of interesting. You know, it's not bad. It's really cool, actually. And honestly, it wouldn't bother me too much if it went over into the show or not, because it was a good story. And I mean, it only came out on a few game devices. Yes, that's kind of upsetting, but you know, you're able to watch it on YouTube, and it came out on YouTube pretty quick, some gameplays. So all together, it doesn't bother me too much anymore like I thought it would. But so there's kind of my run through of the Ninjago Shadow of Ronin game. I think the Nindroids game that came out months ago just kind of was based off rebooted. So I don't think it really had a story like the Shadow of Ronin did. I didn't really pay close attention to that, so I don't really know what happened in that one. But this one had a story. This one had a deep story. Well, sort of deep, you know. It actually had a pretty good story with the game. And yeah, so it was really good. It was kind of interesting, weird, and very, very different, of course. You know, the Ronin guy kind of seemed like a normal guy and all, who just wanted money. He wanted to be rich. He wanted to be wealthy. So, you know, you can see this picture of Ronin here I've had this whole time. Again, I recommend watching the gameplays, walkthroughs, whatever you want to call them. But it is a really good story, and honestly, they did really good with the game. And hopefully one day we'll have a Ninjago game that is like on bigger game systems such as Xbox or PlayStation and stuff like that. But right now we are just getting a few games in PS Vita and 3DS, so handheld games. But hopefully one day we'll get a bigger game for Ninjago, maybe more detailed and more, because the handheld ones are specifically designed to be a handheld game. So maybe one day we'll get a game for Ninjago that is bigger. So, but all in all, the Shadow of Ronin game was okay, I guess, and the story was great. The story was pretty great, and the game it seemed pretty good, but it would have been nice to play. But I mean, if you have a 3DS or Vita or a PS Vita, you're in luck. You can go buy it. It is out now. But yeah, there's kind of my run through. Again, watch the gameplays. It would make more sense. But there's my run through of the Ninjago Shadow of Ronin video game.